line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's lame. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Hokies pick up the first down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Drones. Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3rd down play from the gun. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll call for the fair catch here. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. To throw, it's Drones. Might be looking to run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. Quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This is a 3rd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense
makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Shuck. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just trucks through it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Smashes it between the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Jennings. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Drones. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Louisville! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now.
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they'll send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Between the uprights, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He'll come out throwing on first down. Extending the play. He'll let it go down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
So close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Back to throw, it's Drones. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter with the score, Louisville 13, Virginia Tech 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. To the air, it's drones. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacey. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. How about this group taking the lunch pail, going to work, clocking in, and shutting down this offense?
And Virginia Tech fans love to hear that, because that's how they've built this brand. It's been on physical, tough defense, and this defense has lived up to the reputation.
They'll test the right side. At midfield, he's got room. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Got a man. It's Brooks.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. And he's playing his best football right now.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Ringo. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Cardinals. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
That keeps the score.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that.